to Ibanez. Left center field, hit well, and nobody's going to get it. This is nothing but trouble. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. They're waving on Lopez. The throw to the plate is not in time. All 3 runs score. The ball is loose. Blanton has to push some Mariners out of the way to get to the ball. And look out, we may have a fight. And everybody's coming out. It was Blanton and Ellison that squared off. And let's hope there's some people who get some control of this. Well, it started the ball when it kicked out of Kendall's glove. It rolled right in between 3 Mariners players who were standing in the on-deck circle. And Joe Blanton had to work his way around those guys, and he pushed them out of the way because he was going after the ball. That's how it started.
Exactly, and that was the reaction of the Mariners players when Joe did that, trying to go after the baseball.
Joe had to kind of find the ball, and when he did, he had to push the Mariners out of the way a little bit to get it.
Throw coming in from Bobby Crosby just to the right of Jason Kendall, and
see where the ball sits right there.
There's the runners trying to get in,
but he pushed Ichiro, and then Ellison stepped in. So it was not Ellison who was pushed. So he pushes Ichiro right there, which is, he's fine. He's got to try to get the ball. Now Ellison, that's, I'm not quite sure why he stepped in. Quite frankly, Joe Blanton really didn't do anything wrong there, I didn't think. He's trying to get the ball. But when it's all said and done, it was a 3-run double, and Ibanez is standing at third with nobody out. Three RBIs. Well, it's going to be interesting, Ray. I mean, umpires are talking this over. You'd hate to see Joe Blanton get thrown out, but that may be what happens here.
Well, I think he may have already taken him out. Bob Guerin, of course, is out. He may be out to take Joe out of the game anyway. Kurt Young's already made 1 trip. Bob's making sure his pitcher's okay while the umpires decide. Shows.
Yeah, Joe Blanton's hot. He is hot.
The umpires could also be deciding as far as the ball, and if the runners interfered with Blanton trying to get to the ball, would the other run score? And
so we'll find out how it all gets sorted out. But Blanton is hot. And he doesn't really want to leave the field. He's having some choice words for the Mariners. All right, we're going to step aside. We'll let you know how it all gets sorted out in just a moment. Of the 7th, and the umpires are still talking this over, and I think they've made their decisions, and now they're talking to the managers and letting us know. And here, this is the play. Now, let's watch the end, and let's watch what Joe Blanton going for the ball. Let's just see what happens here. Does he pick up the ball? Well, he never picked up the ball.
Somebody just got ejected and they don't like it. And Joe was pushing out of the way and then realized and then picked the ball up late. He didn't go after the ball initially, and at the same time bumping in to, I think it was Ellison or Ichiro. Said Ellison is ejected because he's been restrained as Tim McClellan came over.
This is what makes me laugh, right? That's Miguel Batista.
Is it Batista?
Who's being restrained.
Wow. Well, he evidently is the one thrown out because Tim McClellan came over and pointed to somebody, indicating they had been ejected. The surprising one to me, though, was I think it was Felix Hernandez, who evidently was in the clubhouse and came out late and got in the middle of it.
That's him right there. So Miguel Batista, now what could possibly have made Miguel Batista so upset to get him thrown out of the game? I can never quite figure that out. There's players just kind of standing around all over the place. Joe Blanton is still out there. He's about 10 steps out in front of the dugout.
Discussion first was with John McLaren, the manager of the Mariners, and now with Bob Guerin.
Santiago Casilla will be the new pitcher for the A's. Watch the Mariner come
bottom
in right
of the screen. You're going to see somebody right here.
Look.
And why? I mean, and you can see his teammates, coach, somebody has to pull him back. But first of all, if you're not on the bench and you come running out of the clubhouse, that's everybody sees you, and then you're going to jump right in the middle. That's just not very good from Major League Baseball standpoint. As far as
here's another thing, Ray. It's not very smart.
Well, obviously, that's why it's all important. Always important to be on the bench, supporting your teammates.
Yeah.
So that you don't have to come out of the clubhouse.
Casilla has started his warm-up tosses. Ibanez,
he would go back to third because he's the one who hit it. Yeah.
Still no announcements. This is how the play ended.
And he went to third. Ibanez did on the overthrow. Ibanez has a bad hamstring. He doesn't want to get in the middle of that.
Well, I guess he never stepped on the plate. I guess the question is, when does the play become dead?